Hi, welcome back to another video. And sorry about the double update. I saw these articles and I really want to talk to them. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to be talking about these offensive comments made by Trump. Now, it really is not confirmed if it's true or not. It's looking like it is, but there's also a possibility that it isn't. Now, this is a possible, what many like to call, an October surprise for Donald Trump and his campaign of him making these type of comments. As you can see here, this is not a good look for Donald Trump. Trump talked about, I need that kind of generals that Hitler had. Now, Donald Trump has made Hitler comments before. Now, if they're true or not, I'm not sure. It's not really for me to say, but it's been reported that Donald Trump in the past have said stuff like this multiple times, and it really does not look good for his campaign. As I believe I just watched on TV like a couple hours ago, Kamala Harris was on doing a press conference, and she slammed and criticized Trump for all this and said, this is not the president that America needs. So if Kamala Harris is campaigning on that and running ads with this stuff, it really doesn't look good for Donald Trump, and it really doesn't look good for Donald Trump's campaign. So if stuff like this is getting out, if it's making headlines in the news, which right now it is, I've seen it everywhere these past these 2 days, and especially today, it's not good for his campaign, and it could be his October surprise. Now, I know what you're saying. Relax. There's less than 2 weeks left. No need to get dramatic. But if the Harris campaign is constantly campaigning on Trump saying, I need that kind of generals that Hitler had, trying to connect him to Adolf Hitler and Nazism, then it's really going to look bad for this less than 2 weeks we have now, 13 days, and it's not going to look good for Donald Trump's campaign. Now, this isn't the only thing that's really making headlines right now. There is also another comment about this general who died, and here, let me find it. It's right here. This general that died, Donald Trump asked if they billed him for the funeral, and Donald Trump made this comment that is making even more headlines. It doesn't cost $60 to bury an effing Mexican, which he said to his chief of staff at the Times, Mark Meadows. So this comment right here is also making headlines, probably more than the Hitler comment. And it looks really bad. It's very disrespectful towards veterans who fight in the war or in wars, really risk their lives, or even the ones who have passed away in war, or people who have grandfathers who fought in wars like World War II or the Vietnam War, who passed away during their service. And, people are going to read that, and they are going to be disrespected. Now, it is true that Donald Trump usually does good with the veteran vote, but this could hurt him. This could hurt him with, people who don't have to be veterans. They could be related to veterans, or they could have big respect for veterans. Their friends could be a veteran who, either fought in the war or passed away, and they could look at this and they go, I don't want somebody in office, again, who is disrespectful towards veterans and really are just disrespectful towards veterans and have no respect towards them. This is going to have a negative effect on the map as well, as many are like, okay, I'm not going to fill in the candidates. We all know that Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are running, but if we just fill out the map here, so we could look actually here. Let me fill in let me get my here. This is my October prediction. So, looking at this, how this can go, because Donald Trump, he wants to win Michigan, right? He wants to win Michigan. He wants to win Wisconsin. He wants to win Pennsylvania. He wants to win North Carolina. He wants to win Arizona, and he wants to win Nevada. This would be a very good map for Donald Trump. But if this story, let me go back up here, about the dead soldier and about the Hitler comment, if this is making headlines, if Kamala Harris puts this in ads and airs this in all the swing states, think about what that's going to do to Nevada, right? It's going to swing to Kamala Harris. Arizona could swing to Kamala Harris. Wisconsin could swing to Kamala Harris. And Michigan could swing to Kamala Harris. Pennsylvania swing to Kamala Harris. North Carolina swing to Kamala Harris. Georgia possibly swing to Kamala Harris. Now, it's not guaranteed that if she does this, all these are going to go to Kamala Harris, but some of them could flip, right? Some of them could go to Kamala Harris. Maybe Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. Not all of them. I highly doubt all of them would go to Kamala Harris. She'd be really lucky for that to happen, but I don't think it's a realistic possibility. But still, I'm arguing the point that if these headlines, if these news stories are in the headlines, in the headlines, and then in the campaign ads for Kamala Harris, if she bashes this over the heads of the Americans who are trying to turn the other way, and just trying to ignore it, it's going to look bad for Donald Trump. And if they're reminded all the way till now until Election Day, a state could flip, 2 states could flip, and Kamala Harris, or 3 states can flip, and Kamala Harris could be elected the next president of the United States. Now, I already believe that she will, but this story, like I said, could be an October surprise for Donald Trump and be very bad for his campaign, and could be the reason why Donald Trump could lose. Now, I want to be realistic here that I don't really think this is the story that will be the nail in the coffin for Donald Trump's campaign. There have been several stories that are even worse than this, and he's still political active in American politics. So I don't think that this story will be what, because he loses the election. I believe what will make him lose the election is probably abortion, dictatorship comments, stuff like that. And people, I think that people, are really ready to turn the pages. Kamala Harris is constantly talked about. But if Kamala Harris wins the election, if Kamala Harris loses the election, it's definitely going to be because people are not happy with Joe Biden has been doing. They're not happy about the immigration and the border, and inflation and then prices probably. So she loses the election, and Donald Trump is able to campaign on that and saying, remember how low prices were during my administration, and he could win. He could win on running that, but I doubt that could happen. I doubt that could happen because there are other issues here on just prices and inflation and the border. You also have the economy. You also have abortion, which has been a big one for over 2 years now. So, yeah. So that's what this video has been about. So, will this be an October surprise? I highly doubt it will. We'll have to see in the future. We will have to see in the future. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this short video. Well, actually, this isn't really much of a short video. I've made videos that are kind of around this length. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please consider liking, subscribing, and following my Twitter at @VoteBreakdown. So you can check that out. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.